Are you in that file yet?
Yep, I'm in it.
I normally would expect to see you. Private to me and one more. Why don't I see you? Do you see my cursor moving?
No, I don't. It says that you're viewing it.
So do you see what what I did with this great guest?
Mm-hmm.
So I just filled down. So I can fill down up to 50 at a time because you're allowed up to 50 function calls. You see that thing? It says the spreadsheet's about to reach the following limits. Limit the number of import XML functions.
Mm-hmm.
You can only do 50 at a time. So
Okay.
once you do 50, and you don't have to do 50, you could do 40 or whatever. You need to highlight that entire row of 50 that you did and copy it, and then move it to the next the copied scrape,
Okay.
and go to Edit, Paste Special Values Only. So that gives you the value in G2 without the function call.
Okay.
Because then what you need to do is delete G2 all the way down to the last one you did.
Right.
And now do it again.
Okay.
What that will give you is a long list of websites. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So now you need to check the websites.
Mm-hmm.
And the way you check the websites is, in fact, the way you check the websites is you're going to go to, you take a stack of them, let's say 30, copy them. You know what? Let's do this a different way. I'm gonna share my screen because you can't see what I'm doing otherwise. Copy them and go to the website URL opener.com. So URL opener allows you to open a list of URLs very quickly. You know what you know what a URL is, right?
Right, like www dot
Yeah.
whatever.
So if you paste them and then you click submit, it says, do you want to open them all or open individually? Click open all, and your computer will open a whole bunch of tabs. So if I'm going to go to URL opener, paste, submit. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see everything.
And then I click open all. You see what's happening at the top?
Yeah.
It's opening all of these as websites.
Okay.
The advantage to doing this is you don't have to click a bunch of them. And then what I generally do is take my Google Doc, put it off to the side so I can see it, and then take this and go, all right, the first one was Acadia Hospital. Was that Acadia Hospital? Yep, that's Acadia Hospital. So that's fine. That's Mid-Coast Hospital. That's fine. That's Dorothea Dick Psychiatric. That's Eastern Maine. That's St. Joseph's. That's Mount Desert. Do you see how fast I'm doing this?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to doing them one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to create a flow that will get you through this very long process as quick as possible.
Okay.
Eventually, you're going to hit something like It's actually a pretty good system I built. So let me see. I remembered I hit a U.S. News and World Report site one time. And so what I did was on this side, I wrote the actual Bing search that you could copy and paste into a as a URL. So let's say you get the wrong one, right? Well, then you can just go next to it on the AHA dataset and pick up that column J, which is the quick search column. Paste that into the URL, and then see if you like. One time I got the Healthgrades website.
Okay.
And I don't want Healthgrades. I actually need the hospital.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So that should get you through this process. It's repetitive, but it's not 6,000 of the same thing, right?
Right.
It'll go through a lot faster. If you find, let's say you find that vrh.org is not the right one. You find that it's vrhc.org, right? Then you have to either. I had originally thought, well, you could do this is going to be best. We're going to assume the best guess is the copied scrape. So then all you would need to do is go through and delete this and put in the right one.
Okay.
So my thought is there's actually only, hold on. So there are 4,838 hospitals. Hawaii is a good example of where you're going to find problems. Because a lot of the hospitals in Hawaii are done by BHS, BIA, the Bureau of Indian Affairs. So you end up with weird searches. It's really those kinds of searches that are the hardest ones to deal with.
Okay.
Because you get weird results. If you come up with a weird result, make a decision, but note your decision. Do you know how to annotate here?
Your screen is frozen. It's my stupid computer. I think it's running slow. You mean like in Excel? In Google Excel?
In Google Docs, do you know? Yeah, in Google Excel, do you know how to comment? Go to Google Docs. And go to Insert. And you'll see Comment.
Okay.
Right? So let's say that I'm doing it on, I'm going to comment, so you're right there. I'm going to comment on Calais Hospital, which is where you are right now. So I go to Insert Comment, and I go, I couldn't find the right hospital.
Okay.
Right? And that creates a comment that tells me that you made, or it could be these two, and I decided on this. These are the two websites it could be. I decided on this.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
This process, doing the cut and pastes for the best guess, is probably going to take about, I don't know. You could probably do it in an hour and a half. But using URL opener, and by the way, URL opener doesn't work in Chrome. Are you using a Mac or a PC?
I have a PC.
So I think you'll have to use IE in order for, I don't know, or Firefox. I don't think it works in Chrome.
Okay.
So if it doesn't work, it may be because, like when I run it in Chrome, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Helpful?
Yeah.
And then once you're done with this, I can move you to the next step. There's no way to automate the next step, but it's far more interesting to do.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. That's
I'll
it.
start working on it. Okay. Easy peasy.
I try.
Thanks for creating that script to get the websites a lot faster.
I wish I had thought of this before. I really had never thought about doing it this way, and I was seized by the moment yesterday. So I just didn't want you to. I just didn't want you basically being killed by monotony.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it.
All right. Just drop me a note when it's done.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
No worries. Take care.
Yes?
I violated one of my cardinal rules. I should have asked you to do it once so that I could see that you knew how to do it. So, I need you to do it so I can see that you know how to do it.
Okay. There's no way my computer, I understand the process, but my computer was freezing the whole time. I'm going to have to get another computer to be able to Skype. Because I have like a little netbook that
I can turn off Skype, and we can do.
Okay.
We don't have to do this by video.
Okay.
I can see what you're doing on Google Docs.
Okay.
So let's hang up, and I'll text you on Skype as you're doing it if I have any questions.
Okay.
All right.